Adam. So, are client meetings stuck in the past, or are advisors doing it wrong?
Oh, there's no question that I think that advisors have been doing it the same way they've been doing it for years, and there's been no reason to innovate. Certainly after the pandemic, most of us were forced to go to remote experiences, screen sharing, Zoom, Teams, and those things. And I think there was a real challenge when we did that, which was that we took our presentations that were typically printed, 20, 30, 50, 80 pages, multiple contextual reports from financial planning, asset allocation, and had to now display that to people in a new format where we were sharing the screen with our pictures and our images, as well as awkward backgrounds, and now trying to display that information. It was really, really challenging. For those of us that had gone to remote experiences as many as 10 years ago, we were very comfortable presenting, we'll call it refined data, getting it down to the salient points. And I know that a lot of advisors moved to PowerPoint to try to summarize the data that they were putting together. In other words, taking a piece of their financial planning tool and embedding that in PowerPoint, and taking a piece that they needed from their asset allocation tool, embedding it in PowerPoint, so that they had a way to create a cohesive display that conveyed the real information that they want. But it really fell short because there was a challenge that we were seeing that happened in person meetings where clients could ask questions, participate, read ahead, go back. And I think what happened is that we lost this concept of participation. And one of the things that I think advisors really need to do today is recognize that most of us, when we go home, are watching Netflix or we're watching series and shows that are highly based in reality. So when we look at a screen, we're almost expecting a real-time experience that looks like reality television. And we've had to produce that more than ever. In other words, many of us have gotten good microphones, good cameras, good backgrounds now because we're doing a good amount of our meetings remotely. And that trend is not going to stop. So the reality about this is that we need to get to a more produced reality television style of presentation. And what that means is that we're going to need to get a way to create more participation with our clients. How can they actually interact with us the way they would do that in person in a new way, which means they need to participate in the conversation. And I commonly refer to this participation ratio. Think about participation or amount of time that we're spending in the client participating divided by presentation, which is how much time we're then compelling them with our advice conversation. And if you look at that ratio, it's horribly mismatched right now. We're doing an enormous amount of presentation. It's not necessarily confirming clients are buying in or understanding what we're talking about. It's not giving them the opportunity to say, go back and ask questions, because we just get into mode as advisors presenting what that information is. So I think the real big challenge for advisors going forward is, number one, how do I create an experience that now clients can participate in? How can we do interactive live financial planning? How can we compress the time that we need to focus from an hour maybe to 45 or 30 minutes? And how, of course, can we maximize the presentation or the production value of our digital presentation?